swords at the ready because Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is staining the pages of our Ones to Watch yearbook with gallons of Xeno's blood. Space Marine 2 is the hotly anticipated follow-up to Relic Entertainment's 2011 third-person shooter. Helmed by Saber Interactive this time around, Space Marine 2 promises even more guts and glory for up to 3 players across its galactic co-op campaign. You are dropped into the clanking, capable boots of Lieutenant Demetrian Titus, voiced by Clive Standen of Vikings fame.
Delta Wing, report.
The spores collapsed the bridge. There's no way through.
Get into assault position by the bridge.
Let us show them some of Ultima's hospitality!
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Titus is a true Space Marine, the Emperor's personal angel of death, a stoic ultramarine with a penchant for defending the Imperium. Though at the start of the game, he's dealing with the aftermath of a suspicious demotion and an even more pressing existential matter: the Terranid scourge threatening mankind. Space Marine 2 will transport players to the front lines of the Fourth Tyrannic War, with hundreds of creatures coating the screen as you trudge through the biomes of perilous planets. From Terranid warriors, Hormagaunts, gargoyles, and quite likely much larger foes, you'll be overwhelmed in short order if you and your team don't keep your wits about you. The grisly combat blends over-the-shoulder shooting with a deep melee brawling system, allowing you to parry, dodge, pull off brutal combos, and execute your enemies to top up armor supplies.
You will pay, you rotten cowards!
It's a metal maelstrom of chaotic conflict, and we're excited to see what Titus and the gang will face up against when the game launches later this year. Space Marine 2 is coming to PlayStation, Xbox and PC on the 9th of September, so there's still plenty of time to scrub up on the wealth of 40k lore before you suit up and ship out on this gnarly Warhammer adventure.
Hi, I'm Derek.
I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50, a collection of 50 games.
You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade-style games. Others are quite large, with expansive worlds to explore. But every single game is a complete experience, from its opening title screen to its ending credits.
There's a story that connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on. And as you explore the timeline, you'll find that some games have sequels or recurring characters.
We also thought about the limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32 color palette as well as audio restrictions to make you feel like you're in the world of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFO Soft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer, either co-op or versus.
Needless to say, UFO 50 has been in development for a long time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right, UFO 50 is coming to Steam on September 18th.
Please find our Steam page and wishlist the game so that you can be notified when it comes out.
My name is Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing. I steel myself for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting. Fighting for a chance to make things right. Even if it's too little too late.
Set out on the journey, my child, and find your voice. For it is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
But I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
play a note at the melody whereof a great sight one can cast. Other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine one can cast.
I'm all fired up for the finale, and look, it's coming in hot. Try not to burn yourself, dear player.
There is something wrong. Shouldn't you already know? Should've spelled it out. Let me put it in a song. Every time you make that face, like crawling to a damaged space, out of sync and out of tune. That frequency I can't undo. Please listen close. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. Got me black and blue, making me wanna walk. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart, please stop. The rhythm that you're playing is just way up. You're not singing in the right key, check your tone, or soon you'll be a one-man band alone. Stop drumming on my heart. Stop drumming on my
Here's a quick look at some of the upcoming cozy games from Fellow Traveler. In Great God Grove, you're the messenger to the gods, but everyone's mad at each other. Suck up lines of dialogue and launch them at characters to solve every weird dispute in this puppet-filled adventure by the Smile and Me developers. If you want even more wordplay, why not join Times and Galaxy as the first robot reporter? Chase down leads in this detective-style visual novel about the newspaper business. The citizens of Limbo are trapped in the same moment because of issues never resolved in life, but you can change that. that, in Culebra and the Souls of Limbo, you'll use your wits and stealth to uncover the secrets of these residents and help enact meaningful change. After his wife's passing, a woodworker struggles to learn how to keep her memory alive while working through his own grief. Engage in an emotional, hand-drawn story about love, life, and letting go in Pine, a story of loss. From the creators of Coffee Talk and What Comes After Love EP, a slice-of-life game set in urban Indonesia about what it takes to come back from a life-halting tragedy.
Frag your friends with the help of roguelike upgrades in this fast-paced, genre-blending online shooter. Diabotical Rogue lets you pick between 3 specializations to cause carnage on the battlefield in hectic 4v4 matchups. It launched in early access on Steam and Epic Games on June 4th, 2024. So yep, you can play it right now. What turns a person into a narcotics dealer? A dealer into a cartel boss? Find out in DDS 2, an action-packed sim where you climb the criminal ladder and fight off the competition. Establish contracts, expand your hideout, and move your product in a dynamic open world that supports solo play as well as co-op with up to 3 players. DDS 2 is coming to PC on June 20th, 2024. Keep your eyes on this one, says Local Thunk, developer of breakout hit Balatro. Star Vaders is a tactical roguelike deck builder where you pilot a mech to defend humanity from an alien scourge. Players can customize their digital decks to take out the intergalactic invaders with Eureka Moment synergies. Star Vaders is coming soon to PC, and you can check out the demo on Steam after the show. Step into the shoes of a plucky airship pilot in Clockwork Ambrosia, a steampunk Metroidvania where the focus is on crafting rule-breaking weapons and armor. Explore gorgeous pixelated worlds to uncover the secrets of a missing civilization, enlisting curious companions and taking down leagues of automatons. Check out the Clockwork Ambrosia demo on Steam today. Turn foes into friends and search for your lost soulmate in Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection, a 3D remake of the 2021 action RPG from Grimorio of Games. A dungeon crawler steeped in mystery, players must level up, collect gear, and recruit fallen enemies to survive in atmospheric environments. Fight past death and twist fate when Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection drops on PC and consoles later this year. Anton Blast is an explosive action platformer inspired by the GBA greats. Race, bounce, and slide your way through surreal, destructible environments, wielding a mighty hammer to bash goons and topple the game's eclectic bosses. Anton Blast is dashing onto Nintendo Switch and PC this November 12th, but there's a dynamite demo available right now on Steam. Find your new home on the galaxy's edge in Farlands, an intergalactic farming sim with a cozy pixel aesthetic. Chop weeds and build a community as you chart the stars for resources to save your local star system from destruction. Farlands is launching in early access on July 24th, but there's a demo out today on Steam, so you can dive in right after the show. 3 hits and you're out. Step into the ring in Big Boy Boxing, a slapstick boss rush adventure inspired by the Punch-Out series. Quirky opponents are brought to life by fluid animations as you bob, weave, and jab your way through the clobbering ranks, learning attack patterns and upgrading your skills to succeed. Big Boy Boxing is coming soon, so make sure it's on your wish lists.
Days are coming! Any of you dimwits still breathing?
My turn. He'll feel that in his ganglion.
First up is Motor Do, a gnarly BMX roguelike that blends Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with Vampire Survivors.
Next up is Angeline Era, a non-linear adventure game where you dodge traps and bump/slash enemies to save an ancient world.
Here's 10 Dead Doves, a psychological horror game where you seek out an urban legend in the Appalachian wilderness.
Servonauts is next, a couch co-op party game where you wield wobbly pipes to manage the galaxy's most chaotic gas station.
Design the future in Dystopica, a cozy cyberpunk city builder where you can create the metropolis of your dreams.
Next in line is Guntouchables, a co-op roguelite where teams of preppers repel an evolving mutant invasion.
And this is Wild Bastards, a rootin' tootin' roguelike shooter where you manage a crew of intergalactic outlaws. And last but not least, this is Metal Suits, a run-and-gun space shooter starring a cyborg veteran out for revenge.
We are having fun.
Resisting temptation will be hard for you.